Hey guys, welcome to the Blackstone Grill edition. This is the Tailgater. It's what we're going to take on the road with us when we go camping. Yesterday you got to see us assemble it in quick time. It was fairly easy to assemble. I'd say the only confusing part were the legs. Down here it's got a few little knobs to tighten it, and we were trying to use, there's a hole in the leg and we were trying to fit the screw in the hole, and that's not what you do. You just kind of assemble it. There's some notches, you find the notches so that you can level it and you tighten them. Other than that, really easy to assemble. Right here we were kind of like, what is this? This is an old-fashioned match stick holder. It's just a piece of metal that's kind of attached. So if your electronic ignition goes out, then you'll be able to attach a match in here and reach under without burning yourself and light the propane. So it's kind of ingenious. Most of the time it's just going to be kind of set aside because our electronic ignition thankfully works. Yesterday we were able to condition the grill. We did one of the 3 steps of conditioning. We're going to talk about that. We happened to pick up the Blackstone griddle seasoning and cast iron conditioner. So if you've never dealt with cast iron and you buy it at a store or you buy the grill, you can't just go right out and use the grill. I mean, you could, but then your grill isn't sealed, it isn't non-stick, and you run an increased risk of your grill actually rusting. So you don't have to use this. You can just use any household oil. Here we just happen to have corn oil. So we're actually going to season the grill. We've got it heating here on high. What that does is that opens up the cast iron and makes it receptive to the oil that we're going to put into it. And then we let it cool, and that oil actually goes into the cast iron and kind of becomes one with the cast iron, if you will. Become one. So in this case, you just want to kind of be really kind of sparing, I guess is the right word, with the oil. You want to be about 1 tablespoon. Now this grill is sloped, so when I put the oil on there, it's going to start running and moving around, so I want to make sure that I'm prepared to deal with that. And all I'm doing here is just using a paper towel to kind of move it around. I want to make sure to get up on the sides. Right, the sides are cast iron too, that way if you splatter on it, you're going to get something up there. It's going to also be sealed. Once you get the grill well oiled and you spread it all around, you'll see that it's starting to smoke already. That smoking is what you want. It'll smoke for a good 10-15 minutes, and you're kind of burning that oil in. You'll notice that your grill will turn black. Show you this, you got 2 kind of black areas where the burners are coming up, and that's perfectly normal. So some people are a little concerned. They think they're burning it. It's cast iron, you cannot burn it. So you want it to start smoking like this, and you're going to smoke it on high again until that smokiness goes away. You're going to cool your grill down, and then you're going to do it again 3 times at a minimum. All right, 3 times at a minimum. And then when you clean these grills, you don't soap and water them. A lot of people want to pull it off because it comes off, and they want to take it to their camp sink and they want to wash it off with soap and water. If you do that, you now have to recondition your grill again. So it's really just a wipe off, and then use a little bit of the seasoning, and that kind of seals it so that it keeps it from rusting, especially if you're not going to use it for a while. If you're going to maybe off-season store your grill, then make sure that you condition it before you store it. Otherwise, when you open it, there's a good chance you're going to find a rusted grill, and you're going to get to deal with that by conditioning and oiling it again. All right, so we love it. We haven't used it. A lot of people said you have to use bacon the first time. We're going to use bear meat. No, we're not going to use bear meat, but we are going to use just probably some fatty meat and such. When we get up there and cook our first meal on it is probably going to be dinner, so it'll probably be steaks or something like that. All right, folks, as we cook and such, we'll continue to give you updates on the Blackstone as it gets some use. But right now, we're loving it. It's well designed. It's on sale right now for about $210, $220, which is a pretty good deal.